What would you do if your friend invited everyone to her wedding, except you? I met my friend Amanda at work over 3 years ago. She was new to the team, and I had the opportunity to help train her. We clicked instantly and became really good friends pretty fast. There was never any doubt in my mind that we weren't close friends. Although her schedule was slightly different than mine. She gets off work an hour or two after I do. We always made plans and met up for shopping, drinks, hanging out, and double dates with our boyfriends. Obviously, we have mutual friends we work with, and we all try to have dinner together every once in a while, or go out to a bar/club. I was very happy for Amanda when she got engaged to her longtime high school sweetheart just over a year ago. They're absolutely perfect for one another, and when she showed me the ring, I was floored with how pretty it is. I did ask when the wedding would be, and she said late in the summer of 2017. It's coming up in August. She has spoken to me almost daily about her wedding planning process, which I'm totally fine with. One day, while we were hanging out, she proactively told me that she wasn't inviting close friends/coworkers to the ceremony. She wanted a small and intimate wedding with her and her soon-to-be husband's family, and then everyone would be invited to the reception after. This seemed like a really good idea, and I said I liked that a lot. However, after she sent out invitations, 3 mutual friends/coworkers Snapchatted their invitations, and it's not just a reception-only invitation. The snaps weren't sent directly to me, but were on their story, and I just so happened to see them while clicking through stories. I was hurt that I didn't receive an invitation, even if only to the reception, but I didn't bother bringing it up to Amanda. Clearly, we weren't as close of friends as I thought, and she had already made it clear to me that she had no plans of inviting friends/coworkers. However, since she had invited some other girls we work with, I figured it was just a roundabout way of her politely telling me I wasn't invited while trying to spare my feelings. However, she still talks to me daily about her wedding that's coming up in just a few months, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. She constantly talks about everything. Recently, she talked my ear off during our lunch break about her dress, and then showed me all of the pictures she took in it before sending it off to get altered. It's a very pretty dress, but was a harsh reminder that I won't get to be there to see her in it or celebrate her marriage. I'm perfectly polite and engaged in our conversations when she speaks to me about her wedding, but it's the only topic that ever comes up, and any attempt to change it up somehow comes straight back to her big day. I get it, she's excited and she's allowed that, but it stings. A lot. Update. I took my second break a little later than usual, hoping that Amanda wouldn't notice. Well, she did, and she hopped up from her desk and followed me into the break room. She said hello, asked me how I was doing, for once, and before I had fully sat down to relax, began chatting about her wedding, again. I waited a moment, then politely cut in with a smile and said, "Amanda, I really appreciate that you want to share all of this with me, but this talk makes me slightly uncomfortable." She looked really confused and asked me why. I was honest and told her that it makes me upset that all it seems she wants to talk to me about is her wedding, and I wasn't invited. She kinda laughed it off and said, "But I didn't invite anyone from work, so it's not just you." So that comment alone made it very clear that I was intentionally excluded from her invitation list. Yes, she has every right to choose who she wants to invite to her wedding, but there's a right way and a wrong way to go about it. Telling me she was excluding a specific group that includes me, then inviting other people and lying to me about it at that point, is not the right way to go about it. A simple, "Hey, I know we're friends and all, but I made the decision not to invite you to my wedding for X reason," would have totally been okay, and I would have respected that decision 100%. I kinda gave her a weird look and said, "But you invited friend 1, 2, and 3? I saw it on their Snapchat stories a while back, unless that was a mistake." I have never seen a woman turn around so fast and bolt out of a room. She looked positively angry. I imagine she went to find all 3 of these girls and tell them that I found out. Either way, I got to enjoy the last few minutes of my break in peace. She didn't approach me for the rest of the day, and avoided me as we both walked the same path to leave the building and get to the general area where we had parked our cars. Safe to say, I've lost a few friends, but I'm not heartbroken about it. I'm just glad there wasn't any drama involved in my saying anything, and I'm pretty sure all 4 of them will be avoiding me from here on out.